Hey, I'm Josh Reimer, and I just got back from a Sonoran Desert adventure in Scottsdale and Phoenix where I hiked, and I kayaked, and I even rode in a hot air balloon. But beyond all the fun activities in the sun, Arizona has some surprising secrets as well, and here's my top 10 list of them. The state of Arizona is larger in size than the entire United Kingdom. It's also larger than quite a few members of the British Empire, like New Zealand, Uganda. I mean, unlike their president's hands, this state is actually huge. You could stack the 4 tallest buildings in the United States on top of each other, and they'd still barely peek over the rim of the Grand Canyon. Like if the Grand Canyon was a person, it would definitely be a basketball player. That kind of tall. Arizona State University is actually one of the largest public universities in the United States, with almost 500 classrooms and over 75,000 students. I grew up in a city that's smaller than that, and it had 2 Walmarts. That's how I measured the size of places. Every year, almost 6 billion eggs are laid by hens in Arizona, which is more than enough to provide every American citizen with a dozen of them. And it gets hot enough there that you could probably cook one in your hand if you held it out in the sun. The metropolitan area of Phoenix is almost 15,000 square miles. You could fit 4.5 Londons, 19 New York Cities, and 64 Chicagos within it. Like if it was a person, it'd be a sumo wrestler. I'm sure these human comparisons are really helpful. Arizona is the #1 copper producing state in the US. The Capitol building of Arizona actually has a copper roof that has almost the same amount of copper as 5 million pennies. Somebody should melt that thing down and sell it on the black market. There is a state law in Arizona that says it's illegal to keep a donkey in your bathtub. Not sure when it was last enforced, but I would love to know the story behind how it came to be a law. Must have been a big problem back in the day. Speaking of unusual laws, it's also illegal to refuse a person a glass of water in Arizona. But it gets so hot and dry there in the summer that you could probably be held responsible for their death otherwise if they shriveled up in the sun. Also, the saguaro cactus is one of Arizona's treasured plants, and if you cut one down, you could face up to 25 years in prison. Can you imagine? Murderers, thieves, rapists, and cactus cutters, all locked away together for a good chunk of their lives. And finally, Arizona is the sunniest state in the country. Phoenix is sunny 85% of the time. If nothing else, that is enough reason to make it awesome. I'm sure anybody who went through the record rainfall we had this year in Vancouver would agree. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out the vlog of my trip from Arizona at sassysunday.com to see my Sonoran Desert adventure in the Valley of the Sun. I had so much fun in Phoenix and Scottsdale with a few other LGBT people, and I definitely recommend visiting there if you want to have a good time and catch some rays. So check that out, and I'll be back soon with another Sassy Scoop. Bye!